Pleasant morning to everyone. Today we are going to learn lesson atomic structure. What is matter? Anything which occupies space or volume and has mass is called as matter. Matter is composed of atoms and molecules. What is an atom? Atom is the smallest particle which takes part in chemical reaction. Today we are going to learn about discovery of nucleus, Rutherford atomic model, Bohr's model of an atom, discovery of neutrons, atomic number and mass number we are going to learn. Scientists have for long been curious about the internal structure of an atom. They wanted to find out what are the particles present inside an atom and how are these particles arranged in an atom. For explaining this, many scientists proposed various atomic models. We already learned Dalton's atomic theory, J.J. Thomson model. Today we are going to learn about discovery of nucleus. In 1911, Lord Rutherford, a scientist from New Zealand, performed his famous experiment. He selected a gold foil because we already know very well metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. It is possible to malleability and ductility. Because of this reason, he selected gold foil. It is bombarded with a thin gold foil with very small fastly charged particles called alpha particles. He observed that most of the alpha particles passed straight through the foil. Some alpha particles were slightly deflected from the straight path. Very few alpha particles completely bounced back. All of you look at the picture, children. What did you learn from this diagram? Most of the alpha particles passed straight through the foil. Some alpha particles were slightly deflected from the straight path. Very few alpha particles completely bounced back. Do you understand this diagram? Difference between Thomson model and Rutherford? Later, Rutherford generalized these results of alpha particles scattering experiment and suggested a model of the atom that is known as Rutherford atomic model. According to this model, the atom contains large empty space. There is partially charged mass at the center of the atom known as nucleus. The size of the nucleus of an atom is very small compared to the size of an atom. The electrons revolve around the nucleus in closed circular path called as orbits. An atom as a whole is electrically neutral. That means the number of protons and electrons in an atom are equal. All of you look at that picture. Rutherford's model of an atom was somewhat like that of the solar system. The sun is at the center and the planets revolve around the sun. Similarly, in an atom, the nucleus contains the main mass and the electrons revolve around it in orbits or shells. Next topic, limitations in Rutherford model. According to electromagnetic theory, what happened? A moving electron should accelerate and continuously lose the energy. Due to the loss of energy, the path of the electron may reduce and finally the electron should fall into the nucleus. If it happens so, atoms become unstable, but atoms are stable. Thus, Rutherford model failed to explain the stability of an atom. Next topic, Bohr's model of an atom. In the picture, nucleus is present in the center of the atom. Electrons revolve around the nucleus in a definite path. That path is called as orbits or shells or energy levels. The orbits or shells are represented by the letters K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell or numbers 1 or 2, 3 and 4. An electron in a shell can move to a higher or lower energy shell by absorbing or releasing a fixed amount of energy. While revolving around the nucleus in an orbit, an electron neither loses nor gains energy. These orbits are associated with fixed amount of energy. So, Bose called them as energy level or energy shells. What is the limitations of Bose model? One main limitation was that the model was applicable only to hydrogen and hydrogen-like ions. For example, He plus ion, Li2 plus ion, Be3 plus ion and so on.
Thank you children. Remaining part of the lesson next class.